am Katrina Eaton. I am the second daughter of Mike Schuetz, who is sheriff number 11. And I'm here with Andrea, who is David's wife, and David is the first son of Joe and Barb. Joe was number 8. And would love to hear any stories you want to share about Joe or Barb, or your family and your interaction with the Schuetz family.
It's an awesome family. They've been very welcoming of me from the beginning. Barb and Joe are awesome and missed. I think some of the strongest memories I have of them are many, but I think a lot of it centers around the kitchen in some ways. I remember that when because my parents at the time were living in New Jersey, and David had talked about the Christmas Eve tradition, where to make life simple on Christmas Eve, because it's complicated as a parent, and they would make fondue was their tradition. They would do Christmas Eve fondue. And so my parents came down, and I think we were just dating. I don't think we're sorry. I don't think we weren't even married yet. And they had invited my parents over for Christmas Eve.
That's nice.
So they came over, and I told my mom, no, the fondue is kind of nice, but not, crazy. And then we go to Christmas Eve Mass, and then we'll come back and we'll eat some snacks because it's late. And everybody goes to bed super late in the morning then. And I was like, all right, well, we'll do this. She was concerned about being, unimposing. And so we all came over, my 2 younger sisters, and they had this huge spread. She had done shrimp tempura as one of the options for the fondue.
Wait, I thought it was simple.
Yeah, right. But when the girlfriend's family gets invited,
special thing.
And I had told my mom, no, this is pretty simple, don't worry about it. And I see this huge spread, and then they come back from Christmas Mass, and it's usually Cinnabons, which are awesome. You just toast them back up and everything. And she had these little eggs Benedict cups to go into the oven, and my mom's like, you said it was simple. Yeah, I know. She went all out. I remember they introduced me to Sauerbraten, and I think they kept pointing at each other who was responsible for it, but it was awesome. It was really tasty.
What's Sauerbraten?
Sauerbraten is a German dish. It's a kind of a pot roast with ginger. It's really good, but it's something that sits, like a true pot roast, it sits like all day to go and cook. I still haven't tried it. It's on my list of things to try and make it.
Is it in the Schuetz recipe?
I don't know.
But you don't know who it actually came from?
I'm not sure which of them had made it for that one, because I think they both kind of said, they point to each other as, well, they're the cook.
So both your parents were cooks. Did they both like to cook?
So, I call them mom and dad too. They did both cook. Mom she seemed to enjoy cooking. She would complain about it sometimes and say it wasn't very good, but I never not liked any of her food. It was always good. And she was known for her Christmas, holiday baking, cookies and stuff. And sometimes Laura and I and Mom would get together around Thanksgiving and do cooking and candies and stuff like that. Back when it was easier without all the little kids. So we're going to do that again. I haven't done it as much with my kids, but it's fun to go and do. So you package them all up.
Your kids did not get to meet Joe, but they spent a lot of time with Barb, I feel like.
Yeah, they did. We would see her fairly regularly, and switch holidays. Make sure Mom was always with one of us for a holiday and stuff. So it was kind of you coming with us this year for Christmas, or going down to Laura's, and we just kind of juggle it. But she would often spend Christmas holidays with us and with Laura. We really did split it for Thanksgiving and be there for Christmas Eve and Christmas morning. And that's something I always enjoyed having her over. And she would even host, even when she had moved out of the house, she would host things there. Sometimes they get more simple, sometimes not.
Right. Simple.
Right, simple.
Right. Wow. That's great. Well, we're halfway through. Let's see. Anything else you can
A sense of humor. I know the others talked about that, and I see that in the kids too.
Do you?
Yeah, oh yes, I do. My side of the family's got some of that too, so it fits in well. Um, Crafts. Mom was always doing crafts. And dad, he had woodworking and stuff, but mom would do beading. I remember doing some beading with mom and Laura and making earrings and things like that. They made some bracelets. Um, Tons of crafts. She would go. She was always doing something. And then later on, she did quilts. When the grandkids started coming, she had somebody at work who would make quilts and had worked to have some commissioned some quilts to be made for the grandkids. So Brianna had one made, Matt and Dominic all had them made. And then that person moved, stopped doing it or something, and she didn't have that source anymore. So she said the quilts had to continue. So she learned how to make quilts. And her first two quilts were for the twins, for Stephen and Caitlin. She went and made quilts for them, and then she decided they were really nice, small, toddler-sized quilts, so good for a baby. But when they got older, they were just lap blankets. So she decided, no, we need to have bigger quilts. So she made twin-sized quilts for each grandchild.
And they still have them? Or you
Oh
still
yeah,
have them?
yeah, they still use them. Yeah, Stephen actually brought his first one with him on the trip. To in case he needed it on his bed or something to stay warm. But yeah, he packed it with him this trip.
Aw, that's really neat.
Yeah, and they were cute. Each one she would take into consideration what people were interested in, and so there's dinosaurs and dolphins and scouts and Star Wars, and each one has its unique theme.
How cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that she made it more geared toward them rather than what her preferences were. So
and she had started one for Sophia. So she had done a bunch of the cutting out. She had a pattern and stuff, but was unable to complete it. So Laura finished that and took all the pieces that she had worked on.
That's great.
Yeah, it came out really well.
I'd love to see those.
Yeah.
That's cool.
She did a lot of stuff.
Do you feel like, and now you're doing Girl Scouts.
So yeah,
do you feel like some of that carries over? I mean, obviously the Girl Scouts do some crafting and stuff.
The Girl Scouts, yeah, do. So I help with Caitlin's Girl Scout troop, and then I'm the Scoutmaster for her Scouts BSA troop. So she's dual enrolled in both programs.
Yeah.
And the boys have their troop, so they do some stuff. She's not as focused on the crafty side. Her Girl Scout troop is actually fairly active in doing outdoor stuff.
Does David work with the boys?
Yes, yeah, he does. We both work with the boys as well. So he's an assistant scoutmaster for the boys and the girls.
So some of that outdoor inspiration from the parents carrying down. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
great. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Good stories.
Yeah.
Good memories.
They are.